Good morning, Las Vegas. On this day of, I'm mourning a little bit for Kobe and his family. I just want to start the show off saying that, I'm going to miss his brother, his talent, his personality, and also his tenacity to be a competitor. If we don't learn anything from Kobe, Kobe was a perfectionist in everything that he did in life. He was a competitor. You didn't have to like him. He just showed up to do his job. He was a winner. And not often we see many winners in our lifetime, striving for perfection. And I just want to reach out to his family and, bless them with love and during this very, very difficult time. I'm a huge Laker fan. Whether the Lakers win or lose, I'm a Laker fan. I've been a Laker fan since I can remember TV was in black and white. Just to go back a little bit, Will Chamberlain was my first all-time Laker player, and I've always been a huge Laker fan. I saw Kobe at the Thomas and Mack, and they played at the Thomas and Mack. That was a rare treat. But rest in peace, brother. I hope the world needed a hug, and maybe maybe this is it right now. Everybody should embrace each other, and just to show you how fragile life is. My uncle used to say he could be here today and gone today. But I'm gonna miss him. It hurt me when I heard it, because huge Laker fan, and regardless of what he went through, ups and downs in his life, but he was always a winner, and we ought to take from that winning spirit and make our lives better. If nothing else, we got a lot of we got a lot to talk about today on Your Insurance Connection. Welcome to the show. My name is Donald Marquez. At Your Insurance Connection, we talk about insurance, everything about insurance, as we can get in the allowed amount of time. To understand, insurance is very people buy insurance, but it has a lot of moving parts. It's very difficult to understand if you're not on my side of the desk. The laws change all the time. Just because we talk about having full coverage on the vehicle doesn't necessarily mean it's full coverage. I've spoken to so many of you, and I want to thank the many of you have come in and talked to me about your concerns about your insurance. And this is being totally responsible when you come in and sit down with me. And I find that the group that I usually get is 55 and older, because this group of people at 55 and older are the ones concerned about how the longevity looks for my life insurance. How will my car insurance affect me as I get older? Right. My homeowners, I want to make sure it is properly insured. Now, I welcome everyone in my office. However, I see that the target market that's coming in consistently is 55 and older. Now, if you're 55 and older or even younger, please give us a call today at 702-236 2624, 702-236-2624. Let's have a sit down, talk about your insurance. We do a full insurance review. We look at your homeowner's insurance, your auto insurance, yes, and we talk about your life insurance. And if you do have a life insurance policy and the prices have gone up on you and you don't quite understand why, it's because you're getting older and the cost of insurance is going up. And if you don't have a life insurance policy, don't think you can't qualify for a life insurance policy. When we sit down and we talk about your life insurance, I want to talk about you, your health. You as an individual dictates how much the life insurance is going to cost, because it's individualized to the point of your health, the medicines you take. That's what qualifies you for life insurance. Just don't think, you can just go, well, because I want a policy and I have, let's say, cancer, I can get a $100,000 life insurance policy. You can't. I'm going to be real with you. You cannot get $100,000. You're being treated for cancer. We can get you a life insurance policy, but it's not going to be $50,000 or even $100,000. We can't do that, but we can get you a final expense life insurance policy. We can get that for you. If you have lupus, we can get you a final expense life insurance policy. If you have diabetes, we can get you a life insurance policy. So don't ever think that because you want a larger policy, you may or may not qualify for it, but we can get you something. Pick up the phone today. 702-236-2624 is my contact number. 702-236-2624. My name is Donald Marquez. You're tuned into Your Insurance Connection. insurance professional. I've been an insurance professional for the last 24 years, right here in Southern Nevada, my hometown. Born and raised here. Went to school here. Yes, and I still love this town today. I've visited all over the country, but I love Vegas. I really do. I love our weather. The people here are friendly, and we're integrated all over the city. I mean, this is like a melting pot. If you go to, I go to other parts of the countries, and everybody is sectioned off. They have these boroughs, and you know, it's Chinatown, or it's Haitian town, or it's Ethiopian town. I mean, it's divided like that throughout the country. However, in Vegas, you know, we're a melting pot. We live among everybody. And no matter how much money you have or how much money you don't have, we're very integrated in this city. And that's one of the things I do like about our city is the diversity. And saying that, you know, I get customers that come in from all different ethnic backgrounds, which I do appreciate. But the larger population is people that look like me that come to see me. And I do appreciate the people that come in to see me, because I feel like in our population, we need to be more educated about life insurance. We need to be more educated about auto insurance and also the homeowner's insurance. Don't always think about getting cheap insurance. I'm not that agent for you. I'm not that insurance agent for you. I'm going to make sure you're properly insured. On your homeowners, make sure if there is damage to your house by way of a fire or some type of loss, you are covered. Not to say I'm the most expensive. I'm not. We try to find ways to save you money. But my main concern is, as an insurance professional, is to make sure you are properly insured. You know, I get calls, I want cheap insurance. You get what you pay for in this business. You get what you pay for in this business. If you want to go cheap, you get what you pay for. I mean, it's like everything else. You know, same thing with your car insurance. If you're looking for very inexpensive car insurance, you're going to have high deductibles and a little bit of coverage. And you're not fully covered. You may not have rental car. You may not have roadside service. You may not have medical. You may not have uninsured motorists. But but you call me, so well, I want full coverage, but you want cheap insurance. And if something happens, the first thing you're gonna say, I thought I was fully covered. You're not. And this is why I do my radio show, because full coverage on an insurance policy, on an auto insurance policy, means you have all the dots covered. You have bodily injury. You have uninsured motorists. You have medical, collision, comprehensive, safety glass, rental car, reimbursement, roadside service. You know, so you're covered. Now you're covered with full coverage. When you connect all those dots together, again, bodily injury, and more than the state limit too. The state limit is $25,000 per person, $50,000 each accident, $20,000 property damage. You want to bump that up a little bit better coverages, because going one day in the hospital is going to cost you more than $25,000, especially if you're there for a couple of days. However, if you want full coverage, you need uninsured motorists. Uninsured motorists protect you when someone hits your car with no car insurance for bodily injury, not to replace your vehicles, for bodily injury. Now, on the property damage portion of the vehicle, car insurance, that is for the car or property that you hit. That is not for your car. And also we have medical. Now, medical can start at $1,000 all the way up to $25,000 for medical, okay? For medical. So if you don't have health insurance at all, you need medical on your auto insurance policy, okay? You need medical. Now, comprehensive is wind, fire, theft, vandalism, fallen objects on your vehicle, and also replacement of a windshield. Now, if you have $500 deductible, more than likely you will buy that windshield, and it's because that cost of the windshield is below your deductible. And also safety glass. Now, if you have safety glass, you can have a $500 deductible on comprehensive, because safety glass will replace the windshield. And also take care of those little cracks when you go to the car wash. They say, well, I want to repair those cracks for you. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. However, they do file claims. So if they tell you it's not a claim, it is a claim. That's how they get paid. That's how they get paid. Now, you get a lot of those. Either you need to replace your windshield or just stop having them do the service, because every time they come in and do the service, they are filing a claim against your auto insurance policy. So don't ever take for granted that is not a claim. It is a claim. They tell you it's not a claim. And when I pull up, they say, well, it's not a claim. I say, oh, yeah, I'm an insurance agent, so don't tell me that. All right? Don't tell me that. And they just, okay, I'm going to leave you alone. Collision is just like it says. When you hit a vehicle, or you hit a piece of property, that's collision. Now, there are deductibles involved, if you are in a car accident, and I've said this many times on Your Insurance Connection, if you're involved in a car accident and it's not your fault, and the person that hit you has car insurance, take pictures, and get their insurance information, file a claim against their policy, because if you file a claim against your auto insurance policy, there may be a deductible involved. And try to recover that deductible from the other company is almost impossible. My name is Donald Marquez. You're tuned into Your Insurance Connection. Call me today at 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. Here's another coverage when we talk about full coverage on auto insurance policy: rental car reimbursement. That is not when you're out of town and you want to rent a car. That is put in place when your car is in a covered accident. Okay, when your car is in a covered loss, the companies will provide you with a rental car. Now, those rental cars start at $30 a day up to $900. I would say we need to bump that to $40 a day up to $1,200, because you can't get a whole lot of rental car today for $30. You'd be riding around in that little bitty tiny thing. What's that, the Yuko? What is that, Frank? That little bitty.
You won't even get that.
You won't get that for $30?
Nah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
see, you want to get that. That's why we go with $40 a day. Now, towing is roadside service. You can get roadside service if you have a mechanical breakdown. Someone will come out and get you roadside service. Now, all those bullets I just hit, that is a full coverage auto insurance policy. And I'm going to tell you right, 90% of the people don't have all those coverages. So most of you are not fully covered. You're covered for collision and comprehensive, but you're not fully covered. My name is Donald Marquez. Call me today. Let's get an insurance review. Let's sit down and have a chit-chat. You know, many times I've had people call me. They come in for the review. I give them what I consider a full coverage auto insurance policy, and they're usually paying less. They could be paying less. 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. My location is on the corner of Sahara and Rancho in the U.S. Bank Center. It's a brown building right on the corner of Sahara and Rancho, across the street from the Palace Station. You know, and I'm there. I work by appointment only. I work from Monday through Friday, and some Saturdays I will come in. But when you come in, I come in on a Saturday, we want to make sure you're going to show up, because it is my day off. We will verify that you're coming in, and we'll sit down and get down to business. But I'm there usually from Monday through Friday, and I work by appointment only. 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. Any questions, comments? I'm going to open up the phone lines. Call us today at 702-647-3688. I want to thank the people that came in and purchased home, auto, and life insurance. Thank you so much for the support. And also the people on Facebook. We're on Facebook Live right now. If you want to go in on Facebook and make any comments, Frank usually have questions for me. And this is my first time hearing these questions. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, I'm getting better. Last week I wasn't feeling that well, but today I feel getting back to myself. I'm about 85%.
Yeah, you sound better.
I feel better too. I feel better too. Last couple of weeks I was struggling. It was tough. That flu is. If you get sick, go to the doctor. Believe me, you got to get those meds in. You don't try to fight this thing out. It's a little rough.
Sure is.
So what do we have today for my Facebook listeners?
Our first question has to do with guaranteed life insurance, and they pretty much want to know what is it and how it works. They've heard you talk about it a few times. So.
Okay, that's a good question. A guaranteed issue life insurance policy means that there is no physical involved. It means that pretty much you don't qualify for, let's say, the policy that it is automatically, the face amount is automatically insured to the face amount. A guaranteed issue life insurance policy, and you see them talk about this a lot on television. You can't be turned down for any reason. You know that smooth voice they have. Mm-hmm. You can't be turned down for any reason. Guaranteed issue life insurance costs to start as low as $9.95 a month, whatever it is. That's only $1,000 worth of life insurance, people. I just want to let you know right now. And you usually have to be 50 years up to 85 years young to get these policies. But a guaranteed issue life insurance policy, the one they advertise on television, there is a 2-year wait before the full face amount of the policy is in effect. Okay, let me say that again so you can get it. So, it won't. Well, what do you mean by that? meaning that you will pay on the policy for the first 2 years, or even sometimes the first 3 years, but the full face amount of the policy, whatever that may be, up to $15,000. Now, a lot of those guaranteed issue policies are small policies, 7, 8, maybe the average is $10,000, but they maybe even 12. But the max they'll go on a guaranteed issue life insurance policy, it's 25,000. Excuse me. I do have a company that's called I have AIG. They'll go as high as 25,000. But these policies, because your health will not qualify you for an insurance contract where you're insured day one without a physical. Maybe you have cancer. Maybe you have maybe you have hepatitis. Maybe you have what else? Heart disease, COPD. So this will put you in a risk factor, what we call a guaranteed issue or a modified or a graded life insurance policy. When you buy policies by way of mail, those are graded, those are modified, or what we call guaranteed issue. Because it's guaranteed issue, there could be up to a 3-year wait period before the full face amount of the policy is in effect upon passing. Another thing too, I'm gonna say this: if you have a life insurance policy and you're slow pay. In other words, you don't pay the premiums on time. You kind of, and then you try to pay your premiums, and for whatever reason, the card doesn't go through or the check may bounce. You could be denying coverages too. They can cancel your policy. So if you do have a life insurance policy, you want to make sure, just like your auto insurance, there's not a whole lot of grace period with a life insurance policy unless you have cash value in it. The company's going to say, you know what, you're slow pay, you don't pay your bills on time, we're going to cancel your policy. You don't want that to happen. My name is Donald Marquez. This is Your Insurance Connection, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. Give me a call today. What else do we have, Frank?
All right, we've got one more. This person wants to know, is it possible to increase or decrease a life insurance benefit plan after it goes into effect?
Yes, it is. So increasing, when it goes into effect, what I do when I first sit down with you to get a life insurance policy, I say and if you qualify, get as much life insurance as you can afford. However, there are times when I have people they've had the policy for a couple of years, and now they want to increase the life insurance for whatever their lifestyles have changed, and they feel like they need more coverage. As long as they can qualify, we will not cancel that policy that's been in effect for the last 2 years. What we'll do is add another life insurance policy, give you another life insurance policy, because the initial life insurance contract that we write up for you and you've had it for 2 years, we don't want to interrupt that because it's time on it. You are qualified for that life insurance and you were 2 years younger. So we won't cancel that one. Don't let anyone cancel your life insurance policy without fully understanding the reason why. To cancel that policy to get a new policy, to increase it. You want to keep your policy in place. As long as you can qualify, you want to get a second policy. That's how I would do it. And what was the other part of that question?
Is it possible to increase or decrease a life insurance benefit plan after it goes into effect?
Yes, it is. It is possible to decrease it. It is possible to decrease it. And you can decrease a life insurance policy. Only thing you have to do is just pick up the phone and call the life insurance contract. It's customer service. Tell me you want to decrease your life insurance policy. Now, if you want to go over, you may have to requalify to go over the face amount that you currently have, but you can decrease it down to whatever is comfortable to make that payment. Yes, you can decrease it. But in other words, if you want to increase it, there may be qualifications, but decreasing the policy, you don't have to qualify to decrease the face amount. In other words, you have a $100,000 life insurance policy. I don't know, you can't afford the $100,000, you can reduce it down maybe to $50,000 so you can afford it. Now, if you want to go back up later on, now here's the other catch to that. Now, if you've had $100,000, you have other obligations, you want to reduce that face amount down to $50,000. Now things are better for you, and you want to increase it. You want to increase it back to the $100,000. You may have to requalify all over again for that additional $100,000. That's a good question. It really is. A lot of moving parts to this insurance. And another thing too. I say this before on my show. If you have a beneficiary that's passed away, a primary beneficiary that has passed away, you want to get a change of beneficiary form from the life insurance company. Sometimes you can pull this information up online, or you can just call the customer service department at the life insurance company. You want to change that primary beneficiary if in fact you need to change the beneficiary or the primary beneficiary has passed away. You want to get a new beneficiary. Now, a contingent beneficiary, I've seen people write the primary beneficiary at 50% and the contingent beneficiary at 50%. You can have as many primary beneficiaries as you want, as long as they're at 18 and over. And the reason why I say 18 and over, because I've had people get a beneficiary to children that's 15 and younger. However, a person is, and I've seen this in my career, where a person has passed away, and that 15-year-old now has to wait until at 18 years young to get the full benefit of a life insurance policy. That money is put in a trust until that beneficiary turns the age of 18 before the life insurance company will disperse those funds. All the money. Now, just imagine you have a 15-year-old, you have a $300,000 life insurance policy now because the insured has passed away. Okay, now that 18-year-old at 18 receives $300,000. That's a lot of responsibility for $300,000. So you want to make sure when you do sit down and select beneficiaries, they're people that are responsible. And although you for your children are responsible, that's a lot of money for a young person to have. I don't put babies as beneficiaries. I just don't, because someone has to, guide them through the process. Because at 18 they're young. All of a sudden now they turn 18, they get a lump sum of money at one time. Tax-free benefit, by the way, a tax-free benefit. That's a lot of money to give an 18-year-old at one time. Any other questions, Frank?
Yeah, I got one more. This has to do with auto insurance.
Okay.
And this person says they drive Lyft and has a policy with a $50,000 for bodily injury, liability $100,000, and $50,000 for uninsured motorists, and wants to know is that good coverage or should they increase it?
Well, okay. So that's always a good one. I don't insure share ride drivers. I don't have a carrier that will do it. But we are still seeking that to eventually get a carrier, an insurance company that will provide that service to those Lyft or Uber drivers. However, you're in business for yourself, so you're an independent business owner. When you're driving people around in your vehicle, you could be responsible for damages caused by yourself if you're in a car accident to that person. So if you're in business, get a higher limit of liability. I would say minimum $100,000 per person, $300,000 each occurrence, $100,000 property damage, and also get uninsured motorists. Now you are in business, so don't drive Lyft or Uber around with the minimum state requirements. Now I push back a little bit on Lyft and Uber, because some of these drivers, I talk to them, and I've been in these cars before where in fact they just want the minimum requirements required by the state to drive you around town. Now, I don't feel comfortable with that. Although they say, well, Lyft and Uber will pick up the responsibility. However, if Lyft or Uber put the responsibility back on the driver, how does that affect me as a passenger? That really concerns me, because I've asked these drivers what type of coverages that you have, and if you do ride in Lyft or Uber, ask the driver, what coverages do you have? Do you have the minimum state requirements? Or do you have a little bit better coverage? Because I just want to feel safe. I want to feel safe. When I'm in a taxi, I know they have, probably about a $5 million liability policy, right? $1 million to $5 million. I already know that. They have to have a single limit liability, at least a minimum of $1 million, probably as high as $5 or $10 million. That gives me a little bit more peace of mind than someone driving me around town in their own personal vehicle with only minimum state requirements. If you're in business for yourself, driving Uber, Lyft, get yourself some better coverages. My name is Donald Marquez. This is Your Insurance Connection. Call me at 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. This is the beginning of the year. I know Super Bowl is coming up, and that's on everyone's mind. But life is unexpected. I mean, look at Kobe. Life is so unexpected, and I just can't imagine what his family's going through. But there's so many uncertainties today. We want to make sure we have the proper coverages. We could do it. Just pick up the phone, 702-236-2624. You could do it. What's the delay? I've had people call me and say, well, I'm going to do it the first of the year. It's the first of the year. Let's get it done. And again, my guys out there that come in to see me and purchase a home, auto, and life insurance, thank you so much. Because sometimes the guys just give me a little pushback. They find other reasons not to get life insurance. They find other reasons. They well, I just want to wait. And please call me and tell me what's the point of waiting. Because when you wait to buy life insurance, you're going to wait to pay more. You're going to wait to pay more. It doesn't make sense. My name is Donald Marquez. Thank you for listening. We will not be broadcasting this Friday. We'll be back on the air next Tuesday from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. My name is Donald Marquez, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. My location is on the corner of Sahara and Rancho in a beautiful U.S. Bank building. Give me a call. We'll book you in for an appointment this week. We have a few slots left. Until next week, you guys just keep it crispy. Thanks for listening.